Hello, I want to show you, I'm in a swap on scrapbook.com. It's just stationery set swap, and this is my box. I still need to buy a pen, but this is the box. I altered it. Was the Mariposa chipboard pieces came in this box, and Kelly likes bright colors, so this is hard for me to do in this style, but I used this paper I had in my stash and left some of the orange from the box on there to kind of keep it, a little contrast. And I had these wooden knobs that I sprayed with Frozen Lake Glimmer Mist. I bought these at Hobby Lobby and glued them down, so it kind of sets up off the table. And then I added this. It's just for show, a little hinge. It doesn't really function. I mean, it opens up, but it doesn't, it doesn't have a purpose aside from decoration. So, this is, I found this, I used shortcuts a lot in my Cricut. I found this really cool bird and flourish SVG file, and so I used that and cut it out with my Cricut on chipboard and sprayed it with a bunch of glimmer mist. And then I made it's a Tim Holtz grunge board flower that my grunge board didn't really curl, so I don't know, it didn't really come out that well. But I like the flower the way it is. And I added stickles around the edge. And then I did some pearl flourishes. I did these by hand. And then I cut out her name and sprayed it with Frozen Lake Glimmer Mist and then added glossy accents. And over here I made some roses. And this one I added a bunch of pearls too. And I use this, it's kind of like rickrack, but it's really, really fuzzy. So it's really thick. And then the inside, there's this ribbon rose, which I'm not very good at making these at all. I added 3 pearls in the middle, and then this little foil butterfly looking thing. And the first card, we were to make 5 cards to go in it. And the first one is a tri-shutter card. Let me open it up all the way here. Sorry. Okay. There we have it. It's just for all purpose. It says hi. And then I did some UT on these Primas and added a button brad in the middle. And that's where you write your message. I used this pretty chandelier paper and some pretty little ribbon and lace. And it just folds back up that way. This one, I used a tutorial from Hero Arts on doing the scallop card. You actually just pull this out and then she can write a message on there for whatever occasion she wants. I wanted to keep it very open. And I had this kind of embellishment here and some Making Memories Vintage Findings leaves. And let's see here. This one, she said she makes kids cards, so I decided to make her one so that she doesn't have to make one next time. It's like a birthday present cake type of deal. And it says happy birthday to you. Just some faux stitching here. And then this one, I used a tutorial from Split Coast Stampers, and basically this just kind of tucks behind the ribbon a little bit. So you open it up and write your message in there. And I made my flower using the distressed flower tutorial I made. And that just folds right back up. Ta-da! And then this one is a slider card. And I used it's from making, I think it's, who made it? My Mind's Eye paper. And it's textured and foiled, and they're not foiled, but glittery. And this ribbon here is actually just for show. When you see how it functions, you'll see how cool it is. But I embossed white on transparency, and I have a tutorial on embossing on transparency if you don't know how to do it. But then I cut out the butterfly and stuck them on here, and did a stamp, and then added some iridescent stickles, some stardust stickles for the trail. And you just pull this out, and it's hard to do. Let's see. Yeah. I'm holding on to it. Let's see if I can do this. See, you just pull it out and write your message. And then you just stick it back in. And you go in the edge here on the end and pull it back in. And finally, this is for Jewelloveit. Her mom, sorry I dropped my card. Her mom is having some pretty serious back surgery, next week, and she's asked if anybody wanted to make her a card to go ahead and do that. So I made her a card. It says "Get well soon." I used some paper, some vintage paper that my friend Susie sent to me, and I made this flower using. It's kind of a really long petaled flower, and I just made it into a rose and then put it over a prima. And then this is a butterfly my friend Irma sent to me, and it's really cool. I added some pearls for the body, and I used some Making Memories Vintage Findings leaves, one right there and one right there. And then I used this in this gold, or not gold, but this glittery leaf, and added some primas and pearl there. And then I got this background thing from a swap that someone just sent me a whole bunch of them, and I wrote "Get well soon" on it. And I'm gonna write a message on the. Open it up real quick. And I'm gonna write a message on the inside. So that is for her mom, and I hope that she gets some an uplifting mood out of it, you know, something to just let her know that there are people out there thinking of her and hoping that she recovers soon and quickly, because my dad has had 2 very serious major back surgeries, and I know that they were difficult to recover from, and I think a card would have really lifted his spirits, so anything to help. But that is for Chelsea's mom. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.